Hi everybody, my name is Isabella Murphy, and today I wanted to talk about Albert Camus and one of his ideas from his philosophy that really stood out to me. Albert was a French writer and also a philosopher who lived during the 20th century. He lived through a time when the world was dealing with war, uncertainties, and a lot of change. Because of that, he spent so much of his life thinking of questions that many of us today still don't know the answer to. Like, for example, what is the purpose of life? Why do bad things happen to us? How do we keep moving forward when life doesn't make sense? The idea that stood out to me the most is that Albert called it the absurd. At first, I thought the sounded strange to me, but the concept is actually pretty simple. Albert believed that people naturally wanted answers. Like for me, I always want answers all the time when I do school, tests. I want to know everything. Or life, how do I change a tire? That was the hardest thing for me. We wanted to know why things happen and what our purpose is. The problem is that life does not always give us clear answers. Sometimes things happen that seem unfair, confusing, or just completely out of our control. Albert called this conflict between our search for meaning in life uncertain, so that's why he called it the absurd. What I found interesting is that Albert did not think people should give up because of this. And instead, he believed we should accept that life will always make sense and continue living anyways. He felt that we created meaning through the choice we make, the people we care about, or the goals we work towards. My biggest take on from Albert's is that you do not need to have everything figured out to live a meaningful life. And I think that's why I connect to this today, and more than ever, was his philosophy reminds us that life may not always be clear and predictable, but that does not mean it cannot be meaningful. So I really had a close relationship with this, anything, and yeah. We still find purpose in our relationships, our experience, and the choices we make every day. So, thank you for listening.